Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamecast episode 624. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Ahoy.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Hello.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to the Gamecast. Whew. Guys, I'm going to start this off with maybe a controversial decision. I don't think it is. I understand what I'm about to get from Corey and Tony on this situation, but I have bought Midnight Suns. So Xenoblade Chronicles. Well, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is going to have to not get played again because I'm so intrigued by playing this game. This is like Jim checkmarks. I haven't played it yet. I got it. I'm playing it tomorrow. It's like Jim checkmarks. It is superheroes. It is XCOM. It is like this is it. This is it. Yeah. I just figured I have to play Xenoblade Chronicles. I get it. Like I have to. But and I kept it.
Why?
Because I want to play it. Like I want to play this unit. I want to play it. Like I want.
What makes that game? You guys talk about all the time. What makes it better than what makes that good? Xenoblade.
Well, the genre. If you're a fan of the genre, for one, and then it does everything within that genre very well. And then the characters, I'm assuming I haven't played this game, but the characters that you get attached to in story.
It's funny though, because every time you guys bring it up, it just sounds like such work.
Mike, I mean, you play games that are like, you play work games. Like you played Sifu, you played...
yeah, those are
this coming from the guy that played Witcher 3 like 3 times.
That's work.
I played it 1.5 times.
I'm saying it took you like 3 attempts to get through the game.
Yeah, to really get started into the game because I didn't like it at first.
Well, I mean, it's the same idea. It's like you get invested in the characters and the story and the lore
exactly what it is.
The world.
This is what all games are. I mean, it's a matter of getting invested in what you want to play, and that's RPGs may not be your style, but it's the same idea, Mike. It's getting invested. Like the characters are what draw you in, and if you have good characters, which I've heard these games have, that's what you do.
Did you get Midnight Suns on, Jim?
What's that? Xbox. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Physical?
No, digital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, you know what it was? Is I decided that it's been like I've had games sitting on my shelves to trade in forever. I'm kind of past the want to even get to the store to trade the things in. I'm like, I'd rather just play a digital game.
That's right.
I've finally just moved into that level.
I'd be using go with Steam Deck then.
Just because I thought about it, but I was like,
is it verified?
Performance? It's not. And performance-wise, I was like, I just want to make sure I get that, and I didn't want to deal with it.
I was just curious.
Yeah, because this is the kind of game that I would love to play. I would love to play it without a doubt, but I just I chose the performance is what I did, just to make sure it would work right.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. Have you played it then?
Huh? No, I haven't played it yet. No, I said I got it. I have not played it yet.
Okay.
Because
I was making sure we were getting
this could be really bad next week when I talk about performance, but I can't wait to play this game. Like it was funny because I was buying it. I bought it before the podcast actually digitally, and I'm like I was sitting there like talking to Amanda, and I'm like, I'm gonna hear shit because I want to play I have to play Xenoblade Chronicles. It's been in my bag that's hanging on this wall.
Don't play a game just because you feel like you have.
No, I want to play it. Like I do want to play it. The Switch is in that bag back there behind me. That's my go to work.
Dude, I understand. I mean, first of all, you had a wedding, and then
it kind of interrupted the whole thing.
Like yeah. So whatever.
But then I went to get back into it, and I bought the Steam Deck too at the same time. So it was like I was playing the Steam Deck for a little bit. I was playing old games, and I was playing the Potionomics, and I was enjoying that quite a bit. But this is just. I'm psyched for this. I'm really psyched for this. Like,
I'm too. It got really good reviews too.
And that was the other thing that hyped me up. Like, the more I see people talk about how much they're enjoying this game, the more I'm like, I can't wait to play this game. I just can't wait to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
If this is for me, if this ends up on Game Pass at some point, I might give it a try because I don't know how soon it will because it's a full-fledged release right now. But this is one of those things where I might jump to a genre I normally don't play just to. The IP would get me here, and
the most confusing
it was
part,
received well enough.
Yeah.
The most confusing part was which version to get. Like, there was no base game. I got the enhanced edition.
I hate when publishers do that.
Yeah.
I hate it. Whenever I have to consult like a spreadsheet,
that's
to be
it.
like,
That's
what
the
fuck do I need? Like, I hate that, dude.
I seriously spent I probably would have played the game had I not spent like 45 minutes trying to research which ones did what. There's like the Legendary Edition, the Enhanced Edition, the Digital Plus Edition. It's just like, holy shit, dude, really?
And to be honest, when I see that kind of stuff, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to wait like a month or two, and then the Legendary Edition is going to be the normal price, and I'll just get everything.
Well, my thought was I'll buy the regular version, and then when the rest of this DLC stuff will be discounted.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So, so I didn't go all in on this, especially because, like, again, well, I've seen a lot of great feedback. You never know until you play a game. So it's like I don't want to dive into owning a season pass of something until I know that I'm going to want to play this game more and more.
I actually, I did check out a few reviews because I'm like, will this be enough to make me try a card game, which I generally don't do. And it's apparently it's a little more not, I wouldn't say reactive, but it's less like strategy, like plan a million moves ahead or stuff like that. It is a little more reactive than this type of game typically is. And then the other side of it is apparently it's kind of cheesy, but maybe in a fun way with how you have to like talk up all of the characters on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Which
right,
is,
so like that's one. I mean, tying it into Xenoblade, that's one of the aspects that the RPG genre for certain games, like an aspect of this is certainly like your player character is you. You know, you could be male or female. I'm almost positive in this game.
Yeah.
And you talk to famous, comic characters like Iron Man and Captain America and all that stuff, and then you build relationships with them, which will unlock powers and better abilities and stuff like that. So that on the battlefield they're stronger and stuff like that, and that is directly like attached to like games like Persona and Fire Xenoblade and stuff like that, where it's like there's incentive to just go beyond just like the battlefield. It's like you are immersing yourself in the story and the characters and the relationships between those characters, not just like, hey, this dude, and going like Mass Effect too. It's like it's just that's what people love about these games because it's just it's more story than just like, hey, evil bad thing, whatever. It's like
that's it. I mean, it is, again, as we talked about at the start of this, it's back to the characters. That's what makes a game the best, and you want to be attached to that. No matter what genre you're playing, you have to be invested in the characters to love that game. So, I would say the only exception to this game, that statement would probably be Elden Ring, where I just enjoyed, that's it. I mean, honestly, like that would be the exception to being into the lore.
Honestly, that might be why I, gave up after a while, because I played 100 and something hours of that game, and I understand, the exploration and the customization is almost unmatched in that game. But when you're grinding through almost everything you do, I needed narrative and character motivation at that point. And I'm just like, I have no connection to this world or these characters.
Not to get on a complete tangent, but Elden Ring 2, those are the improvements I want to see in that game. Like, I want to see a better... You won't. They can improve that universe so much better with a little bit more.
They have no reason to.
With more lore, though. It's there, though. It's there. Like, it's right there.
It's the way... This is the way From Software does their lore and their story. And I get it. It's not for everybody. Like, literally, I remember when I played Bloodborne, because that was my first game, I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. People are just turning into werewolves and vampires and Cthulhu horrors and shit like that. And I literally had to watch a YouTube video that broke it down. And once I watched that YouTube video, I was like, and then when I replayed the game, I was like, oh shit, like this is the boss, and this is like, this character became possessed and evil and stuff like that. And it's like, okay. So yes, I could see them maybe streamlining a little bit, which they already started to do with the NPCs that give you quests in this game and stuff like that. But they're not going to drastically alter the way they deliver the lore to you. I mean, I would be very surprised if they did that. Out of all their games, they have not done it so far. So I just would not count on it.
Yeah.
But go on.
All right. So anyways, so Midnight Suns, I will have some impressions for you guys next week on that, and excited for it. I'm excited to play this game. Can't wait to play it tomorrow. And I'm coming into holiday break, so I have one more week of work before I'm off for till the new year. Can't wait.
There you go.
Yeah, it's perfect. Like, my goal is to get a couple games done at this point. Like, that's where I'm like, okay, I can't get Xenoblade done probably by the end of the year, but I can play a good meat part of it. If I can get through Midnight Suns. So that's my goal. Yeah. I won't be watching much, and that's the idea. Like, I'm like, okay, I should probably watch the shows. Like, if I have to binge something, I'll binge it, because I think I'm going to be playing some games towards the end of the year here. All right, that's it for me. You guys went to PAX Unplugged let's hang on. Table that. Mike, what have you been playing?
I have platinumed God of War Ragnarok.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
At this
Congrats.
point.
I thought you said you weren't going to do it with annoying
He was
bosses.
like on the fence about it, I think.
You did
No,
post in Discord.
no.
Wait, you did post in Discord.
The
you must do some
bosses were.
chores.
There was about three endgame bosses, and they were hard. Actually, the third one, the last two at that point, I was, I had the stuff I needed maybe to make it easier, but one honestly took multiple nights of attempts to beat, which it was pretty crazy. And I'm playing on Give Me No Mercy, which is not the hardest, which is Give Me God of War, but it's like the hardest sort of regular difficulty. But no, I did that, and then since I was close, I mopped up some little exploration things afterwards. And yeah, no, this was a real good game. I liked it from start to finish. The story works, and there's even in the post games, you like get some threads story-wise wrapped up if you explore around and find some characters or objects that make things make more sense, that you would have been like, oh, that's what happened with that. So it's all pretty rewarding. Unfortunately, there's not much to do now other than sort of doing stuff over and over again. And I'm also annoyed that I've got the platinum, but in one of the realms, there is an undiscovered thing, and I don't know what it is. And at one, I have 100%, 100%, 100%, 98%, and I don't know what or why, and it's kind of annoying to me. But if I go by, yes, I still platinumed. So yeah, no, this was good. I want more, honestly, but there's not much else to do in this game, so I'm gonna have to move on. So I have started Pentiment now.
Oh, nice.
And that is a slow starter. I know that it's a very cerebral sort of art history, point and click type thing. But I expected it going in to be a bit like Disco Elysium, and maybe it will get there at some point and be that sort of like quirky, like dice roll, like speech check type thing. But at the moment, it's just like walk around, talk to people.
I really think it's just a talking game, from what I've
There's
seen.
both. There was a speech check so far.
Oh, was it? Okay.
But so far, it starts slow, and I actually had to. I read this thing. It's like stylized fonts are on or off, and I'm like, oh, I can read the stylized fonts. That's fine. And then I started playing it, and I noticed it was just taking me too long. I'm like, fuck it. I'll go to dumb mode. I'll take the stylized fonts off and just read it like a normal person, so I could get through it quicker. We'll see if I can get to where stuff actually happens, because I'm not really there yet. But I was looking for another one of those types of games, and it's a big contrast, from God of War to this. So hopefully it tides me over. So
cool.
Nice.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. Corey and Tony, PAX Unplugged happened.
Yeah. Well, we didn't play any. I didn't play any video games, really.
No,
Just
tell us about PAX Unplugged though. This year.
Yeah, PAX Unplugged is the tabletop expo convention that they do, which kind of spawned out of how popular their tabletop section of PAX East and PAX West and the other PAXs were. So they've been doing it for a while. Obviously took a break during COVID. Came back last year. It was very small last year. It's growing back to the point it was. It's still not where it was in 2018, 2019, but it's getting there. And yeah, it was a ton of fun. Got to, it's always, I think the thing, like, because I was asked, what was your favorite thing of PAX? And it's like, it's not necessarily a thing. It's just the experience as a whole, getting to see people that you haven't seen in a while, playing games with people that you haven't played games with in a while. I got to see some friends from Brooklyn that we know that we played a ton of games with during COVID.
Yeah, met some people like that I'm friends with, but I made them with during COVID just online. So
yeah,
never saw them in person and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, this is what you look like. Cool.
Yeah,
stuff like that. But
okay,
and yeah, just getting to experience all the newness that's out there, the hotness or whatever, and
the heat.
Yeah, the heat. That was a good game. I'm very tempted to get it.
That was one of my very good games of the show. It's called Heat. and real quickly, it's a multiplayer competitive game where
Like 1960s F1 racing.
and you're right, 1960s F1 racing where everybody is a car, and it's not like a deck builder, but it uses a deck
And
of
management.
hand management where like you have numbers between 0 and 5-ish, I think, or something like
0
that.
5, yeah.
And your gear, whatever gear you're in, refers to how many cards you need to play for your next turn. So, or
Which
for
is
the
you're
turn.
required to play, not like
Required.
I can play
now you
up to.
can.
Or, yeah.
It's you must because
No.
you're going faster and stuff like that. So you have to play cards, and the number on the cards refers to how many spaces your card moves. So obviously, if you play more cards, you gets higher, so you're going faster. But then there's turns, which if you're exceeding a certain number, will penalize you with added heat to your engine, and will cause it to
Just clogging
malfunction.
up your deck, basically.
Yeah,
like,
basically
terms.
junk cards and stuff like that. So it's really fun, simple, but fun, and there's
Easy to
even like
learn,
an
yeah.
advanced mode and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what's cool. Is like it seemed like we played the base game version, but then there's a lot of different
There's like a campaign.
modules, or there's a
Right, where you like
campaign.
upgrade your
You're
car.
learning about your car, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Cool.
very, very neat. So that was really cool, and it's like very accessible for like anyone who could really pick it up and play, I would say. And it's just tabletop games, not obviously a video game or anything, but still a game. Yeah, I played Scout with a bunch of people. I played Scout a few times.
Yep.
Which is a card shredder. So you have the deck of cards and a hand of cards.
Tim would probably like it for sure.
It's like you're the gimmick in that game is that your hand of cards, like, because you always want to try to rearrange things to organize it.
Yeah.
The gimmick is you can't do that. You are not allowed to rearrange your cards.
I like doing
and you
that.
have
though.
to play.
No, I like doing that because
No,
but I don't like organizing my hand so that people can count your cards better. Like they know, like, okay, he's got something of all of this. Like I always do that when people are organizing their hand. I'm like, well, they got 4 of something I don't want to deal with. I always do that.
So you're not allowed to do that, and you have to play cards based on where they are, and then you're picking up cards to put in to create either runs or pairs, triples.
So it's a lot of keeping track then, though. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, it was really neat, pretty neat. But the idea is to get rid of all your cards at some point.
Yeah, got it. Cool.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of gaming in there, but yeah, PAX is great, and then it's in Philadelphia, which is got some of the best food.
You hit the soup place?
Yeah,
of course. Yep, that was like the nightcap.
Yeah.
So yeah, we started the convention with dim sum, which it was fun. So there we met up with one of my buddies from my board game night, and he was rooming with another guy from Indiana. And so he's from Indiana. He's like, oh yeah, I've had dim sum. I was like, yeah, we're going to a dim sum place. You want to join us? Yeah, let's go. And he's like, oh yeah, I like dim sum. So we go, and then he's like, you need a dim sum? He's like, I guess I never had dim sum before because this is amazing.
Yeah, we ruined it for him. He's like, I can never go back. Like,
yeah, I can never have it again.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Cool. All right. All right.
Good times.
Cool. Yeah,
good times.
Sounds good. All right. Let's get into we got a little bit of news today. Let's see. I closed it down, so let's reopen it.
We'll have more news next week because Game Awards is
this is the calm before the Game Awards.
Right.
Yeah. So let's see. We've got
a lot of leaks though.
So we had
Ed Boon, man.
I thought this was interesting today. Elden Ring. I saw the Elden Ring DLC is arriving tomorrow for the Colosseum.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I have this strange feeling that this is just kind of being announced ahead of the Game Awards because I have a 99% like feeling that we're getting the Elden Ring DLC announcement at Game Awards.
Yeah. Oh, I think so. Yeah. I'm like, do you think that takes Game of the Year, or does
if Elden Ring does not win, that's going to be the biggest upset in the history of.
I think again. I think Ragnarok was well received, and it's got the recency bias.
Yeah,
I mean that has a chance.
It's got a good
but
chance.
I don't.
I think it's got a good chance.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
I mean, I obviously prefer Ragnarok, and lots of it got a bunch of 10s too. But the way people were talking about the same people were talking about Elden Ring early on, it should win if they believe what they said back then.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the hours you put into Ragnarok don't compare to Elden Ring.
Well, I think
I put in 70 something hours in this, and I want more, but not as money.
We'll see. I think Polygon just did their top 50 games of 2022. Okay. They're the first one that broke it, and Elden Ring took it. So
good. All right.
Off to a start for that.
Yep. All right.
But the update is Colosseum. It's PvP.
Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
PvP mode, which is like 3v3 or 1v1 and stuff like that. So
kind of a cool idea.
There's an audience of people that really love the PvP in Elden Ring. I'm not one of those people. To me, it's cool. Like, it's cool that it exists. Does nothing for me because PvP in the game is just one of those. Yeah, this is just adding frustration. So yeah, I'm turning this off.
Yeah. So, all right. The other in not so good news, going away from DLC, or predictable news, I guess. Microsoft has said that next year they're going to increase the price of their games from $60 to $70 following suit.
Ooh, interesting.
Fucking course.
Now, just last week, I believe prices. There was a discussion on this podcast about Game Pass going up in price. I think it was just last week we were talking about that more. We talked about it before, but wow, the timing. So $70 games.
Not Game Pass.
It's the precursor, Mike. The precursor. So
well, you know what though? But that means they actually have games coming out that would be $70.
Yes, Starfield. Starfield's going to be $70, and that's going to increase the price of Game Pass as well. That's going to do it
when it comes out.
Yeah.
See, so my opinion of it was going to be they would absolutely raise the price of Game Pass for Starfield, but now I can sort of see them trying to squeeze one last. Hey, subscribe to Game Pass. You can do it for $15 for a month and play Starfield.
I think it will happen. I think you have the same salesmanship for $20 a month as you do against $70 game.
Yeah.
I think you can say, look, $20 a month gives you Game Pass or $70 for the game.
Yeah. We'll see. Either way, whatever. Like, the thing is, I'm fine with the price of games going up. I'll have to be more conscious of the games I'm buying, but whatever. They haven't increased since the 360 PS3 days, so inflation and production values for most games.
I'm fine with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm fine.
There was $70 N64 cards in like 1996.
So Ocarina of Time was $70.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So I get it. It just it's both funny and telling to me that Microsoft is doing this mid-generation. It's just like, hey,
it should have been announced at the beginning, like Sony did.
I really don't know why they just didn't do it.
Yeah, because you had the opportunity. It's a much easier opportunity, much easier announcement then. It's a much easier announcement then.
Maybe they could wait.
Keep the goodwill.
I thought they could wait because they didn't have any games coming out to do it.
It's true.
For.
Plus, what are you announcing that's going to be $70? First party games, go 3, done.
I mean, it would have been Halo Infinite, which also was on Game Pass. Anyway.
Yeah. So, all right. And lastly in the news, let's talk about Star Wars. Jedi Survivor leaked online. So it looks like thank you, Steam. So Steam apparently posted it accidentally, and I think this is pretty accurate because I think the Game Awards is going to show this to us in a couple days. March 15th will be the launch date for Jedi Survivor. I actually watched a video on like the breakdown of the page that leaked, so we get a little bit of information from this. But it looks like some pretty cool bonus gear you get. You get Han Solo's stuff in this if you pre-order it. There's a couple pre-order things like skins wise. I wonder if that's going to play into the story. I wonder if we're going to get that crossover of a character in this. I don't know. It's all speculation. All speculation. And there's another Obi-Wan Kenobi skin as well. So I wonder if he might be in this.
Jesus. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to the game, but
if they show up as a cameo, kind of Darth Vader style.
No, I'm fucking done with these things, dude. And I know I'm in the minority here, but I fucking hated that Darth Vader sequence in fucking.
Oh, really? I liked it.
I thought it was stupid.
I hated that you couldn't actually fight him at all.
Yeah,
give me something to do with it.
That goes back to my Red Dead Redemption.
No, it just makes Darth Vader look fucking incompetent. Like you have this dude that's a Padawan, and
he wiped the floor with him. He wiped the floor with him.
Yeah, you couldn't even really fight him.
No, he didn't kill him, but he wiped the floor with him.
Darth Vader, in his history, never wants to kill anybody. If you really pay attention to what he's doing, he never kills anybody.
That is not true, sir.
He takes his time on purpose.
Younglings. He kills.
Oh, that wasn't Darth Vader. That was Hayden Christensen.
No, I think this game looks. I'm excited for this game quite a bit, especially following up the Fallen Order. That was a great game, and I can't wait. This looks good. Looks really good.
Wait.
I can't wait for it. So March 15th.
I
Looks
haven't
like
even played Fallen Order, so doesn't
man.
affect me at all.
so good.
Play
Well,
it
and
on a newer console to skip those load times.
This Mike is going to have a lot larger exploration areas.
That's good. I mean, it
I don't
was.
know
I mean, I don't know. It'll probably end up feeling a little bit like God of War, which has that combination of exploration areas and that sort of Metroidvania you can't get here yet.
No, what I gather from this thing is there's a lot of side exploration you can do, and then there's just the main path. So it's pretty easy to kind of stay your focus or go off on tangents. So they left it.
I do think that
that
game needed better fast travel in the end game because I just spending too much time running through places when trying to mop things up at the end. But no, I'm looking forward to it. Another thing that you guys didn't put in is Ed Boon said something again, and he said something that basically sounds like he's not going to show anything at the Game Awards unless he's trolling, which he might be.
That's not news.
Well,
the confirmation of no news is not news.
Sure it is, because this is the fourth Game Awards. People expected something from him.
Yeah, I get you, Mike. I mean,
nothing.
Injustice 3 should exist by now, but
it's not even that. And he keeps saying it's not going to be what you think or something. It's just I don't know what they're doing.
He's going to troll you. You're getting a mobile game, and you're going to like it.
I think they've been mobile games who sort of glossed over that since then, but yeah,
I don't know, but that's pretty much it on the news this
week.
So,
Kombat.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, next week's gonna be the big one with Game Awards. So.
Next week, folks, we are going to be going over the actual awards themselves and the game.
We can make predictions.
I would like to hear what you guys think. I mentioned about Game of the Year, but any premieres you guys expect?
Fall Jedi Survivor, yeah.
Obviously.
I think Zelda makes its next big trailer here.
I think this is the perfect venue, yes.
Well, I mean, it just makes sense because it's the last big thing before the game supposedly releases in May, knock on wood. There won't be any trade shows.
I'll one-up you, and I think Reggie's at the Game Awards.
They confirmed it. He is.
Oh, is he? Okay, I didn't know this. I did not know this, actually.
He doesn't work for Nintendo, so
I know that, but I know that he loves the Game Awards, so I was like, okay, he's going to be there. And there will be a lot of Kojima love.
I'm sure Kojima is going to have something to announce.
I could see him finally having something, because he's got that one thing. I don't even remember it now.
If he has a game to announce, it's closing the show. They're best friends.
I don't know if it's closing.
I don't know. He would need. I don't know if he has footage yet or even a trailer.
Show.
As long as we're not closing the show with Fast and Furious, right? We're not closing the show with this, right?
Oh, that was unfortunate.
That was bad. I think he got the news because I've been seeing all these articles / interviews with Jeff, and they're he's well, we pared back a little bit. The show's not going to be as long this year.
Good.
There's fewer but bigger / more excitable games, I guess, or whatever. Because that's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I like watching it to a degree, but I get it's 50 world firsts. It's bro, maybe 5 of those are gonna be fun. I don't know. Just
was a 4-hour event? Are they gonna bring it down to 3 now? Is that hopefully?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be down
to 3, especially with that. For you guys, the Borderlands movie will have a trailer.
Oh. I could see that.
I forgot that was even still happening.
I could see that. That's not a bad.
I absolutely see that.
That's not a bad prediction. Wow.
He'll have Randy Pitchford walk out.
Yeah.
The next part of the Borderlands universe.
I think we get. I'll say I think we get a Final Fantasy VII. What's the next one called? Trailer.
Don't even know. But it won't be. It's gonna be Final Fantasy 16.
Huh?
It's gonna be
16 is the one that they're really pushing right now.
I thought I think we're gonna get another episode. Another episode.
And so Yoshi P is going to be a presenter or something.
Yeah, no, I think we're getting a 16 trailer. There's no question.
Right, but Square wouldn't I don't think they'd have 2 major FF title trailers at the same show. I could be wrong. I
I'm
could be
gonna go out
wrong,
there. I'm
but
gonna say it.
they want to hype 16.
They released
because-
all the characters, right, for Street Fighter. So
Yeah,
there's no like new character to kind
No,
of
I
announce.
guarantee we see Street Fighter 6 in some capacity, or even if it's just like the announcement of a next wave of beta or whatever like that, because people are riding that game, like, understandably so,
Man,
because that looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks great. So I signed up for that beta for that. So hopefully I get it.
Trying to think, Sony. I'm trying to think of what could Sony
Spider-Man
do, I
2.
guess. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.
Wolverine.
Wolverine might be there.
I don't know. I don't think they have anything of that yet.
Wolverine.
Well,
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Wolverine might be there.
Well,
That might be there.
there could be
There's other teaser.
a very small teaser.
Okay.
Actually, they had that already. Really.
Odds. What about Suicide Squad?
Oof, probably. Because that's got to be like spring, right?
It's got to be there, right? It has to be.
It's supposed to come out this next year, right? Yeah, it should
spring.
be, but
Yeah.
who cares?
Which is a stupid name. No.
What?
It's a long story. We said spring. I'm like, that just reminded me of a long story. But no, I think that I do. It has to be there. It has to be there if it's going to come out.
Oh, I mean,
You said it's not
again,
coming out, Jim. So.
I know. So I'm just trying to. When it's not there, I can.
There's no way that game's not coming out, but
There's always a way.
There's
we
definitely a
do
way.
say you don't necessarily need to do these big events, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. We'll have more on the Game Awards next week, folks. That's going to wrap up this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, we're live streaming on Twitch Tuesday night starting at 8. Join us there. YouTube the following day. So hit that subscribe, smash that like button, leave a comment for us. We will see you guys soon. We are out.